How you doing? This is the Mad Vermonter. I am collabing with Phalenatlife.
Yeah.
As you can see in his video, which I'll link in the description, there's a topic I really want to talk about. Is in North Carolina, and I wanted Matt's opinion because we're both white men, and just reading and watching what's produced on this topic really kind of upsets me. And we're going to go into that and why. So, I want to get Matt's point of view, Phalenatlife point of view. And first of all, it's the race card. Everything I've seen is always pointing towards the race card. Yes, she was a black girl. He was a white
12.
man. Yes. But that's not the point. You shouldn't be hitting kids. He didn't even hit her. He Mike Tyson. Well, that was pretty bad.
He riggedy wrecked that girl.
Yeah. But the thing I don't understand is like, it was what was it? Ronald something. It was a TV show with a whole bunch of colored men. And they were like, oh, you know, if it was my daughter, yeah, I'd be like, regardless color, race, or religion. But they kept saying, oh, white guys go around punching black people. It was Ronald. I'll link the video in the description too. Ronald something, and then they were going on about black women and stuff in this country. I'm not from the South, so I kind of can't judge that community. But I've never seen a white guy. Would you just walk up and punch
I don't really care what race there are. I'm not going to walk up and punch nobody.
Yeah, but they're saying...
Especially a 12-year-old child.
All of us white men, or white guys, go punch black people. Maybe back in the 50s and 60s, but not now.
I think even at that point, punching a 12-year-old was pretty taboo no matter what color they were.
Yeah, well, they were saying it was just stupid. You shouldn't hit a child, and you shouldn't hit a woman. Which they said in the video clearly. But it's just, there's so many people always go to that race card. If it's a white guy doing something to a black person. Granted, do you ever hear, like, a whole bunch of, like, every race has their problems.
Yeah.
But it seems like everyone's just hitting the white people. Yes, 200 years ago, yeah, I can understand bitching. That wasn't right. You shouldn't own no one. You shouldn't condone a race. It shouldn't be colors now. It should be Mike or Yin.
Yeah.
That's a man or woman. It should be, hey, there's that colored person, or hey, there's that Native American person. Hey, there's that Asian person. It should be the person's name. Race, religion, anything, it should be just stopped. And people just feed into it. So what's your opinions on it?
Well, I mean, that video wasn't very long, though, actual confrontation. I guess the guy went in there trying to break up a fight. And tables turned pretty quickly. I mean, if you're going to try to go in and break up a fight, you should probably not have a super lot of aggression when you're going into it anyway, because then you end up punching a child.
Yeah, the video we saw...
But he got, like, surrounded by all these black girls. And then,
all these little girls. This one you have to use black. That's what I'm getting taught.
He should have held his temper and everything, but 12-year-old girl acted like she wanted something. I mean, she acted like, I'm tough as hell. I can fight you. You found out real quick you couldn't.
that was a fucking like Mike Tyson punch.
I know. I'm not
condoning
it. It wasn't good. Like no matter, I don't even care if it was like her own daddy or something.
No. You should never hit a kid.
He probably knocked her tooth loose.
He knocked that brain loose.
Not sticking up for hitting children.
No, but
I mean, hell, even if it was like a young boy, a 15, 16-year-old kid.
It's a kid, the 12-year-old kid.
Yeah.
As everyone who watches my channel, I have a 14-year-old, and there's points in my time, and I'd love a Mike Tyson. I would.
That's probably not the best thing to be.
Because I'm afraid to get my fucking my fucking prison purse touched in prison. So that's why I don't. This joking. I would never hit a kid. But like the situation, as an adult, he should have walked in there. Yeah, I understand emotions get heated and shit like that. He should have stepped back and said, you know, whatever, call the police. You know what I'm saying? Let them deal with it.
I think at the same time he probably felt ganged up on because like they created a circle around him like an old school beatdown.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of teenage girls.
Although I wouldn't have been too threatened if I was him because he was a big boy.
He was a 51-year-old man. But
he probably had
the thing that upset me about this was everyone was just minute to the racist card. They shouldn't even mention race. It should have meant a man shouldn't hit a child. Right?
No.
But they go on like bashing all of us. Have you ever hit a black person?
Nope.
I never hit a black person. We went to Job Corps.
Trust
me.
We
were in the hood.
There was
we were in the hood of Virginia.
There was plenty of occasion to see. The thing is, kids your age even like they acted like they wanted to fight, yeah. And then when you actually you'd had enough and you actually walked toward them to fine, fuck it, I don't even care if I lose, let's go, and then they'd run. That's so tough, and then they'd sprint away.
It was just the
second you sit down, they come back.
This is not going to be a news outlet unless there's something I like, or not like, but want to touch a topic on. But it was just the race card in the situation.
I know what you meant. Not that you like it, but a topic that you feel.
But as a white guy, like, yeah, it's just these. I don't even know what you call them. Like these group of
concerned citizens.
Not even concerned citizens. They want to start a race thing every chance they can get. With anything and aspect in this life.
I don't. What was the last big race thing? Was it the Trayvon Martin thing when he got shot a couple years ago?
I don't know. It's always thing, but like they could like if I go up into one of them colored people and say, hey, such and such and such, they're gonna be like, ooh, make a big media. I feel like if I was like a celebrity, which I'm not saying I am, go up to a black person and say the N-word, I would be crucified. But you can have all these people to our president or to the cops that serve you, and they can say whatever they want, and they don't get...
Well, our current president, he's a racist motherfucker.
Yeah, but not or that Trump thing, was just bringing it in. We don't need to...
I would state a fact.
But it's just like this racist thing. I wish it would stop. And this topic shouldn't have been brought into race. So that's just a guy from Vermont, a white male. Like I said, I don't know any community. I'm not down in the South in the community.
You ever noticed how when a white guy does something to a black person, it's a hate crime, but if they do something to a white person, it's just another day.
And that's what I'm saying. Why can't people just call people by the fucking names? Like, if you're black, I wouldn't say, hey, blah, 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 blah.
Because that's just not the way the world works. And we live in probably the most, if not one of the most racist countries in the world. I mean, today's Nazis are right here.
But, all I like to say is, no hate, Just everyone think about it. If you agree with our opinions or not, want to call me hate or whatever you want to say, leave it down in the comments. Like this video, please, and subscribe. And subscribe at Phalenatlife. Bye.
I'm sexy and down that with it. Oh yeah.